हाँ
नीचे करता हूँ
So this is called value stream mapping, in which you stream the value addition process of yours. Okay, you get to know that what is the time you are adding value in the product, and what is the time in which you are moving the product from one place to another place. So you have to reduce the time. You must reduce the time. You must make the refrigerator and the other cooking places available in a very close proximity, so that there is no time consuming in moving a product from one place to another place. So value stream mapping is
सर आसान अल्फाजों में ये टाइम स्ट्रीम बना देते हैं जिससे हमें पता चलता है कि किधर हमारा टाइम ज़्यादा लग रहा है, इससे प्रोडक्शन का मसला आ रहा है.
हाँ डिले आ रहा है इसकी वजह से।
सही है, सिंपल बता दीजिए
सर, क्योंकि जिसमें
आ सकता है। आप कुछ कह रही थी?
एरो जो बने हैं इसके ऊपर, ये ऑपरेशन के अंदर है या ये स्टोरेज के अंदर एक और लाइन भी चल रही है इसके ऊपर.
सारी लाइनें वही चल रही है ना. दिस इज अ ट्राइंगल. ट्राइंगल मीन्स इट इज स्टोरेज. सही है. एरो मीन्स इट इज मूविंग. सर्किल मीन्स इट इज इन द ऑपरेशन. स्क्वायर मीन्स इट इज इन द इंस्पेक्शन. यू आर चेकिंग इट आउट.
डिले पर आ गया, फिर डिले से
मीट पैटी में टाइम इसलिए है कि मीट पैटी इज इन स्टोरेज. ठीक है. नाउ यू टेक इट आउट and take it to the broiler. So you are moving the product.
सर 2.5 से कौन सा है?
Where? This?
Yes sir.
It is all the operations time. All the operation. हाँ ये है ना. This is the operation time. This is the operation time.
जहाँ पे सर्कल पे लाइन आ रही है सर वही करना, दो जगह बस समझना.
चलें आगे चलें.
ऑपरेशन दे रखा, एक एयर ऑपरेशन और एक एयर ऑपरेशन.
आगे चलें आगे.
जी जी क्या हुआ?
देखिए जी, वैल्यू स्ट्रीम मैपिंग में यू ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट द वैल्यू एडिशन टाइम यू आर गिविंग in making the product. ठीक है. If you are spending more time in moving the product from one place to another place, you have to reduce that. You should reduce that. So how do we check it out? We check it out through value stream mapping. We get to know with the value stream mapping. You need to see with every step you are making, every process you are going through to make the product ready. So when you go one by one in the sequential way, you find it out many loopholes, many time wasting activities. So you need to reduce them. You need to reduce them so that the productivity is improved in your company, because your labor time is pretty expensive. You are giving in dollars, in rupees, or in a good amount. The good companies always pay well, so they need to take care about their resources. If their resources are more productive, it means their profitability is more, their cost is less and profitability is more. Next, आगे चलें. हम नेक्स्ट चैप्टर पे चलें.
सही, ये आपने कहा था, ये आप बताएंगे.
बता तो चुका.
आपने दोबारा मैनेजर ने कुछ दूंगा तो उसमें से फिर हमने दोबारा आपने कहा था घर से कोशिश करें और क्लास में ठीक से और हमने कोशिश नहीं करा.
अच्छा, लेट मी चेक कि ये क्वेश्चन इंपॉर्टेंट है. क्यों? रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है जी. जल्दी कर, जल्दी.
किधर जाना है?
क्लिक. हाँ, आप बल्कि डिजाइनिंग में जाएं. गो टू द डिजाइनिंग. क्लिक ओवर हियर. यस. And go to the process strategy. Process. Yes. Now, move forward. Okay, let's talk about the process again. We already talked about the process. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
What we discussed? Tell me. What we have discussed about the process. Why the process is so much important that we talk about the strategy of a process. Why it is so important to us.
because it transforms resources into goods and services.
Yes, the process is the transforming resources into goods and services. That is why process is very important to us, because it is the transition of the making of the good. So in that transition, we need to be very vigilant, we need to be very careful, we should develop the strategy of a process. So we have multiple choices of a process strategy. We have, what do we have?
Process focused, repetitive.
First one is the process focused, other one is
Repetitive.
repetitive,
Product focused.
and the other one is mass customization, and the fourth one is product focus. We already discussed all of them in detail. So I gave you the example as well. We already talked about the differences among them. So it's very important. Let me reiterate for you. Move ahead. Atartha?
Yes, sir. Sir, तो कर चुके हैं.
Yes, this is basically this is which process they are following, process strategy they are following. Which process strategy? Shabash. This is a process focus.
No, sir, repetitive focus था सर.
नहीं. Repetitive है, Frito-Lays है. ये cells हैं, cells. They are working as cell, work cells हैं. You forgot.
सर आपने एग्जाम्पल लिखवाया repetitive.
No way. चले आगे, मूव अहेड. बाद में रिकंसाइल करिएगा. रिपीटेटिव में नहीं, हाँ रिपीटेटिव में सर्विस फोकस. आगे चलें. रिपीटेटिव में सर्विस थे, जिसमें हमने हॉस्पिटल की बात. शाबाश, वेरी गुड. ये बच्ची अच्छा लग रही. चले आगे तो लिख लें.
सर प्रोसेस फोकस के अंदर आपने हॉस्पिटल लिखा है. लिखवाया था सर आपने.
चलें दोबारा देखें. ठीक है, सो मैक्सिमाइज करें, दोबारा हम डिस्कस करते हैं. टेंशन नहीं लें, अभी देख लें. अच्छा जी, आई नीड टू फोकस ओवर हियर. सो repetitive is the Harley Davidson is a repetitive one. And yes, Athar is right. Athar is ahead, is sitting ahead. Process focus, that is a little confusing. When we call it the repetitive, it means the tires are being manufactured every other second, every other minute, every other hour. That is why it is called repetitive. And when we talk about the process, it means the specialized working is going on. Okay? Restaurants, hospitals. And when we talk about the mass customization is when we talk about the Dell computers. And the product focus is when we have the Frito-Lay. When we manufacture the goods in bulk, then we talk about the product focus. When we have the facility which is specialized, so we go for the process focus. When we go for the repetitive process, we have different work cells who are keep making the rims, tires, okay, and thermostat, ठीक है, and frame of the home appliances. So you see, you require the repetitive process in that. जी? Poor strategy, both fixed and variable costs are high. In that strategy, you are confused. You are not following the single one. When you do not follow this way, so in that case, you have a poor strategy because your fixed and variable cost both are very high. You are process focused as well, okay? And you are giving so much variety as well. You are great different quality, great thickness, long runs. So this is something which will not give you a good profit. Basically, they give you a good profit. You are satisfying the customer plus making a good profit. this is what this course scope is, to let you know that how can you make more profit. Because process, if you do not follow any single strategy, it means you are going to fail in terms of the profitability, in terms of the competitiveness.
Multiple strategies
In different brands, yes. For example, there is a group of companies, they are manufacturing multiple things, like a Habib Group. So the few companies are making auto parts and other companies are doing something else. So obviously they can have. But one company who is making, depend upon the product actually. You see, they are the product based. For example, our company G is a big company, so they have multiple businesses. For example, if they have the car business, they go with this repetitive one. If they have the bulk manufacturing business, they would go for the product focus. If they have the restaurants like thing, the specialized hospitals like that, they go with the process focus. Mass customization is in which you have basically large variety you have.
High volume, high rate.
Yes, you are very good. High volume and high variety, because you have so many customers. You see, PC is required by most of us. I already gave you the example before. The PC is required by most of us. I gave you the example of United States, that my boss told me that we change our laptops every second year. And everyone at our home has laptop. Everyone. Okay? So over here this is not practiced usually. One home may have 2 or 3, but the family members can be more than 10. In fact, what do? We have mobile. Why? Because we want entertainment. We want entertainment. But the device of a laptop is your assistant. A technological assistant who assists you in your daily tasks, activities, improve your productivity. So there is a very huge requirement. In fact, their bulk comes to us. We import their second-hand laptops and we sell it over it. So why there is so many second-hand laptops? Because they discard as the technology upgrades, they discard their previous one. Because the purpose of the laptop is to appreciate its new technology. It's to utilize the new technology. And if the technology is not latest, then there is no use to have the laptop anymore. Very important. Okay, got it? Athar Saab, you have proven right. I'm really happy. Now I take you a serious student. Previously I used to think that you are a time pass. Chale. Okay, move ahead. Okay, you need to read the example. This topic is close to my heart. Yes. Heart. Yes, my heart. More than this mic. Remember. Okay, move ahead. Okay, this comparison, make it maximize. This comparison is very, very important. I told you before. Why? Because it is giving you the differences. These.
सर वो एडजस्ट कर रहा था थोड़ी वीडियो आपने इसकी यही वाला
नहीं
ये लिखे ना
ऊपर है बेटा. This is okay. You see, process focus, attribute wise, small quantity, long runs, large quantity. ठीक है? Broadly skilled operators, moderately trained operators. So if you want to adopt any strategy, you need to know all the 7 attributes and advantage and utilization of the strategy. So this is very important in terms of inventory, in terms of the production, in terms of scheduling, in terms of cost, everything is there. Okay, read it out. I'm just giving you a while. Read it out.
पढ़ो ना कंटिन्यू करो बताओ थोड़ा थोड़ा से पढ़ते quantity and large variety of products.
Okay. The most important one, if I talk about, can be the high inventory, low inventory, and the low inventory. Okay, so you need to know the inventory is a huge cost. So over here you see in the mass customization you have low inventory, though you have a large volume. Very interesting. Over here you see you have the low volume, but you keep the high inventory. Over here you see you have the large volume, but you keep the low inventory. Low inventory. And that is a tricky part actually.
Why is that?
Yes, very good question.
How is it tricky?
Actually, because of the low variety, there is a low inventory. Variety basically increases the inventory. For example, if any product has 10 flavors, so they will have to produce every flavor. When any product has 2 flavors, so they do not have to care about the production of the rest.
But अगर volume high है, तो high volume can also be the cause of high inventory.
Yes, high volume and high turnover. So they do not keep the inventory. They distribute. Right? Inventory is all about, we are talking about the manufacturing operations. ठीक है जी?
Yes, sir.
And the other important aspect is
Scheduling complex.
It's complex.
finished goods are made to order, not stored. So you see, you cannot store it. Finished goods are made to frequent forecast.
Obviously सर मेडिसिन होंगी जो तो उसको यूज़ करना पड़ेगा ना, रोक सकते हैं, स्टोर नहीं कर सकते ना। जैसे प्रोसेस फोकस के अंदर हॉस्पिटल्स होते हैं, उनके मेडिसिन आप
Finished goods are made to a forecast and stored. Over here you see, you store it, but still you have a low inventory. Interestingly,
Forecast के हिसाब से.
हाँ, forecast के हिसाब से. Finished goods are built to order, so they are built to order or make to order. Make to order. Interestingly, fixed costs are low and variable costs are high. Over here, ठीक है? Fixed costs are low and variable costs are high. For example, you buy the hospital bed once, but you require nurses all the time. You require expensive doctors to visit. Likewise, restaurant, the fixed cost is not very much high. You keep the same table, you just change the cloth of a table. ठीक है? Fixed costs are dependent on flexibility of the facility. Yeah, how flexible the facility is. Fixed costs are high and variable costs are low because you require a huge machinery, and the variable cost is low because you have the very simple product, ठीक है? And you do not require much labor for that because you produce in bulk. Fixed costs tend to be high and variable costs low because you require technology for that. Yes, and the variable cost is low because you automate most of the process. Like website is being used for the Dell computers. The people are going to the website. The human intervention is almost negligible. So let's take a break and we'll discuss it further. Thank you.